You step outside after a long summer drought. The first heavy drops of rain hit the pavement, and suddenly, there it is, that rich, earthy scent that seems to instantly cool the air. Scientists actually have a name for this specific phenomenon. They call it petrichor, a term officially coined back in 1964. But if you think about it, there's a strange paradox here. Pure water is completely odorless, and if you pick up a handful of dry dirt, it doesn't possess that distinct smell either. That massive atmospheric scent wrapping around your neighborhood is actually engineered by invisible microscopic life forms. It's a progression from the Petri dish to the entire planet. To understand the macro-level weather event you just smelled, we have to look through a microscope to find its true origin. Just beneath the surface of the soil lives a vast, invisible network of filamentous bacteria called actinomycetes, specifically a genus known as Streptomyces. These organisms have evolved a highly specific survival mechanism. When the soil dries out and bakes in the sun during a drought, they form tough, resistant spores to stay alive. As part of this survival process, a specific genetic trigger called the GLA gene kicks in. This gene directs the bacteria to synthesize a highly potent bicyclic alcohol known as geosmin. Human olfactory receptors are exquisitely tuned to this exact molecule. We can detect geosmin at incredibly low concentrations, as faint as 5 parts per trillion. So during a dry spell, millions of these bacteria are pumping out this incredibly potent chemical broadcast, but it remains completely trapped underground, waiting for a physical catalyst to set it free. That crucial physical catalyst finally arrives with the very first heavy drops of a rainstorm hitting the parched, porous dirt. Fluid dynamicists call this exact mechanical process splash-induced aerosolization. When the raindrop impacts the soil, it acts like a microscopic bomb, forcing water into dry pores and trapping air pockets that form microbubbles. These rise to the puddle's surface, where they collapse and act as miniature catapults, forcefully ejecting matter straight upward. The payload of this catapult is a shower of ultrafine droplets, ranging from 1 to 100 micrometers in diameter, and these droplets are packed with the bacterial spores and those highly potent geosmin molecules. Once launched, ambient air currents catch these microscopic droplets, suspending the chemical output in the atmosphere. That means the refreshing smell of rain is actually an aerosolized chemical byproduct of stressed soil bacteria, physically launched into your nose by the fluid dynamics of a collapsing bubble. These aerosolized droplets serve a massive ecological purpose. They actively seed the Earth's atmosphere with microbial communities, dispersing life across entirely different ecosystems. Studying this exact crossover, how molecular origins bridge into physical transport, is a major driver of modern synthetic biology. Researchers investigate the exact same secondary metabolism that produces geosmin to discover and manufacture life-saving antibiotics, like streptomycin. And deciphering these microbial signaling mechanisms is crucial for tracking drinking water quality and monitoring how airborne pathogens spread after extreme weather. So the next time you smell the rain, you are intercepting a chemical broadcast from the microscopic world. It is a stark reminder that the absolute smallest life forms engineer the very planet that we live on.